Hey everybody, it's Chase with AV Pop Culture again, and today I am here by request to do a little bit of physical media news on everything dropping this week that I am targeting, and also here in my community tab, you asked for it, you got it. I am going to cover some of the things that are out there that are my targets that are currently available and coming up soon. So pop that tape in, I got you. Let's go do this. All right. So this is actually a little bit lighter week than normal. I read some people saying this might be one of the worst weeks for physical media in 2024. I don't know about that. I know that I have some 4Ks that came out that I will be reviewing this week. I'm going to review a few of these together. Just got the awesome 4K Steelbook of Return of the Living Dead. I got the Desperado 4K from Arrow. I also got the Clash of the Titans set here, When the Titans Ruled the Earth set. This is one of those that officially, unless you got it from Arrow, drops this week, drops tomorrow. So if you order it on Amazon, things like that, you'll probably get it in the next couple of days. So that is one of the big drops of this week. So I'll be reviewing these two, as well as I was notified from Scream Factory that I was getting the 2005 Amityville Horror 4K a little bit early. Should be here today, tomorrow. I'm going to wait and I'm going to review the Amityville Horror 4K along with the Desperado and the Return of the Living Dead 4K together. I've already watched those two, and I definitely have some thoughts that I want to share on those 4Ks. And that will be coming out this week, and I'm going to wait and do the Amityville along with it. Kind of a little trio of reviews in one video. But for this video, we want to take a look at what was coming out this week. And like I mentioned, When the Titans Ruled the Earth. We're not going to spend a lot of time. So if you see, you can go to Blu-ray.com, you can go to Dawn of the Discs, you can go to things like that, and you can see. But When Titans Ruled the Earth drops this week, Can't Hardly Wait drops this week, The Last Unicorn, The Evil Dead from Scream Factory, that's coming out this week. I did not pre-order that one. And then, of course, The Return of the Living Dead that I just mentioned. Those were the things that I had interest in that were coming out this week. I didn't grab that Evil Dead yet, but I will grab it. It just wasn't one that I felt like I needed to jump on and pre-order. So that's like the big kind of standard coming out this week announcements. Nothing like super huge. Now, the Return of the Living Dead 4K Steelbook exclusive, Walmart exclusive, that's been a while since I ordered that, and it came out, so I was happy to get that and watch it yesterday, and I can't wait to talk about it. But there are a couple of other things. I know we mentioned the Friday Night Lights Steelbook, and right now you can get your pre-order in on that on Groove. And I don't know if it's going to sell out of the pre-orders or what, but it definitely is popular. Matter of fact, I'm not seeing it. Let's see. Here we go. It's the limited. It is a limited edition Steelbook. It's in stock. Pre-order. It drops for release on the 8th of October. I will be getting this. I'll probably put this pre-order in when we get off of here. When I get off of this. So this is one out there that I am definitely interested in getting. You're talking about my targets. Now I keep a list of my targets, both in print and out of print, with links to them down in the description in case anybody is interested in seeing what I'm looking for. But I usually take them off, like either if I get them or someone gets one and sends them to me. A great channel member, Lance, he is sending me, he picked off Poltergeist 2 off that list from Scream Factory, and I cannot wait to get that and watch it. I was very, very grateful. But yeah, kind of do that too, just so you can see, because there is a difference between things that I feel like are going to be, everybody's different. Everybody has different tastes, but there are things that you just kind of get this feeling when you see them that they're going to sell out more quickly. They're going to be harder to find. Resellers are going to really buy up some stock, and then they're going to be very expensive on the aftermarket, harder to get. I take all that stuff into consideration on my targets. So there's more than one. There's more than just like, do I want it and want it right now? There's definitely some other factors in play. And if you notice here on Groove, Scream Factory, Shout Factory, they have now done a deal with Groove.com where you can order their stuff through Groove. Now, you're not going to be guaranteed to get the slips. You're not going to get the posters. You're not going to get the extra artwork and stuff like that, but you can order through Groove. So that's a new and interesting development there. There are a couple of things that I am looking to get through Groove while we're here, if we're talking about targets. The Mad Max 5 film collection. I don't actually have any of the Mad Max films on 4K, so this is a good deal for me. They're doing it for $99.96. But if you open a new account with a new email, your first purchase from them, no matter what it is 20% off. So that's $100, and I can get $20 off of it. So I can get all 5 of those films for $80 in 4K in this set. So I am definitely targeting that, because I just think that's the cheap. That's basically like $15 a movie. So I think that's probably the cheapest, best way to get that. And then as a big kind of out there target is Friends, the complete series in 4K. It's a TV series I'm looking at getting. It's another one I would probably put under that order, because if you can create an email account and you subscribe to them, 20% off of $200 is $40, and now that's a $160 set. So it's pretty good. That's a couple things out there on Groove that I am targeting. And then I did notice a couple of new announcements this morning. And one thing I always do here, if you do not follow Orbit DVD on Instagram, follow them. The guy who owns Orbit DVD, he puts out daily posts. He lets you know what's hitting as new releases for him that he has in stock. And he will show you pictures of all of his restocks of stuff coming in. So if you check this out today, it looks like he's got several things. That cool Smokey and the Bandit with the lenticular cover. And then this is what I'm talking about. Like, he will show you all of his restocks, and you can use your phone and zoom in and just kind of scroll through there and see if there's something that you've been looking for. And he gets in new stock almost every day. As you see, there is Bill and Ted's Triumphant Adventure package. There's something else I'm looking for. Oh, there is Pontypool. I'm going to be interested in Pontypool. There it is right there. I do not have that. It's a good movie. It was on one of my movies you haven't seen lists. And then there's more. I'm telling you, and this is almost every day. So if you want to stay up to date on some things that you're looking for out there, I would follow Orbit DVD on Instagram. Dude doesn't pay me anything. He doesn't know I'm even talking about him. But they ship fast. He's transparent. He'll tell you, hey, if this has a loose disc in it, do you want me to open it and fix it back down? Do you want me to leave it as it is and you do it, or do you want to cancel your order for it? I completely understand. Dude is transparent as it gets, and you can kind of stay up to date and kind of, oh man, look, you got that in, like Pontypool. I want to get Pontypool. So that's one thing I recommend. And then there is a couple things. If you didn't see Horizon, Kevin Costner's new film, it was announced as a steelbook. That's coming out. Release date soon. That's coming out by Warner Brothers. And Dumb and Dumber. 4K release date soon on this, but we do have an announcement on it. And I mean, I like this movie. It's not like a main priority target. Same with Horizon, but I did want to let you know about it. And then another one that you can stay, that is President of Physical Media. He gets some good info out there. Sometimes I get info before these guys, but a lot of times we'll get it about the same time. Sometimes they'll beat me, but just depends on who I'm out there talking to and what I find out and what info that I get. But another thing that's out there that just came out, an announcement from Paramount is dropping We Were Soldiers 4K with Mel Gibson. This is a 2002 movie, and it's like it's what is it? It's the Vietnam War. I haven't seen it forever. I actually have it, but it takes place during the Vietnam War. It's this, so it's a war movie, and I mean, to be honest with you, he is Mel Gibson is like, I think he's a colonel. And he has this platoon. I can't remember if this is based on a true story or not. The year is 1965, and America's at war in North Vietnam. Commanding the air cavalry is Lieutenant Colonel Hal Moore, a born leader committed to his troops. His target, La Drang Valley, called the Valley of Death. As Moore prepares for one of the most violent battles in U.S. history, he delivers a stirring promise to his soldiers and their families. I will leave no man behind, dead or alive. We will all come home together. This is a heroic true story of commitment, courage, and sacrifice. Also stars Madeline Snow, Greg Kinnear, Sam Elliott, Chris Klein, Kerry Russell, and Barry Pepper. So it is. I couldn't remember if it was based on true story or not. It is. That one just got announced from Paramount. That one's coming out on November the 5th. War movies I have to be in the mood for, but I do like to have them because I'm a history guy. There's a couple of other UK edition of Paramount Screams releases that were announced that are coming out. Collector's edition set of Rosemary's Baby is coming out, and I found that kind of interesting. That an individual Paramount Scares UK edition of that coming out. Nothing on like a US release of that by itself. I don't know if that's already out there. I don't actually own Rosemary's Baby. I know Criterion had it or has it. That might just be a Blu-ray. This is a 4K, so it's something I would consider. And then Pet Sematary, same thing. This is a 35th anniversary edition, UK drop. You're going to get the original poster. You're going to get some art cards, all that kind of stuff with this. And that comes out, I think that also comes out November the 5th. Actually, no, that one's September 23rd. That one is September 23rd, so you'll have it in time for spooky season. I'll consider that one. I like getting that original piece of artwork there. And for $35, I believe it is. That's not too bad. And so that's a couple things that I am targeting there. And now, like as far as like overall targets, besides like down in the comments, you'll see where I link to things individually, whether it's on like Scream Factory's website or whether it's on like Vinegar Syndromes or Blue Underground or what have you. Another thing that I do is I go to Orbit DVD. And you can create, it's hard for me to see, you can create a wish list on Orbit DVD. And I just go through, because I can't possibly buy everything right now at one time. Especially like now I'm having to slow down a little bit here lately. So I go through and I put things on a wish list. You can see it here. All you gotta do is another free account with your email, and then you can keep track of everything. So you can see like, Some Like It Hot. That's probably my favorite Marilyn Monroe movie. The Devonsville Terror. Daniel at Cobwebs. He's convinced me on that. I haven't got my pre-order in yet for Body Double. I want to get that. I don't have Phenomena. I know you all think that I completely hate Argento and Italian horror. I do not hate Italian horror. Plus Phenomena I remember as like Creepers or whatever when I was a kid. And the Twister big box set is another one that so all these are things that I am targeting. Now, not all of these are things that I think are going to be hard to get later, but some of these are definitely going to go and sell out. The Twister, the only reason those are still available is because we had our Twister release here. Bringing Out the Dead, definitely want to get it. The Blade Steelbook, I could see selling out eventually. The same thing here. Tinto Brasse, or however you say his name, the man behind Caligula and a lot of other movies. This is actually probably like one of the most fun movies of his is Cheeky. I mean, it's, you know exactly what you're getting into within the first couple of minutes, but it's lighthearted and it's just one of those that I was so shocked to see come out on 4K. Like some of his stuff, I'm just so shocked to see it come out on 4K. And I just think it'd be like a little piece of collector's history. The Case of the Bloody Iris, everybody keeps telling me I have to give it a try. It's on my list to get. Dracula 2000, if you guys saw my Dracula list, very hard one to get. And as you can see, it's like $30 just for the old Blu-ray with no slip. And then here is something that's very limited too. I have, let's see if I can show it to you guys. So ViaVision has released some special releases of like Halloween 2, Halloween 3, Conan, some different stuff. Very limited sets, editions of these. Now they're just Blu-rays, and of course the 4K is out, but it does have some other standalone special features on it, and of course the artwork and stuff is different. And they are very, very limited. I have 3, Halloween 3, so I'm looking to get Halloween 2. This one keeps going in and out of stock. I just can't, I've not been able to justify pulling the trigger on it when there's so many things that I am targeting out there. I just lost my, there we go. So you can see some other things. I'm trying to prepare for all my spooky season content that's coming with some things I don't have. City of the Living Dead. The Children of the Corn. I just think that's probably the most cost-effective way to pick up the Children of the Corn movies. You can get them all for $80. But it's, I mean, really it's the original that I want the most. And you can just kind of see, I mean, I have the Blob on here because I don't actually own it, but I've also been looking, I could get this one from Scream Factory as well. But I do kind of want the poster with this. I've got a plan to put up all the posters for everything from Scream Factory. So I've kind of been holding off, going back and forth. One of the other few Criterion I'm still looking for out here are Repo Man and To Die For. I just don't buy a lot of Criterion. Immaculate, I have never seen, so I'm looking for that. Ghoulies 2, I've got Ghoulies 1. I haven't got Ghoulies 2 yet. As you can see, Bill and Ted's Triumphant Return. Masters of the Universe Blu-ray. I really want the big set out there, but that would have to be aftermarket. Howl. It's one of my favorite werewolf movies. So you can see some werewolf movies in here. So this is what you can do with, and I'll put this list down here too in the description where you guys can kind of go and see the things that I'm interested in and stuff like that. If it'll let me link it. And I do the same thing on Amazon. So you go to Amazon and you guys can laugh. It's Chase's Targets Amazon list. So I have things that are out there, like the whole Vestron collection with the slipcovers. The only Vestron that I have are The Gate and Chopping Mall. And so, like, I really want to put together the rest of the Vestron collection with the slip covers. So, of course, you're going to find all of those in here. The Burning. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, The Burning is a movie I have never seen. So, I'm really in the market, and I haven't pulled the trigger because you can't always be clear on Amazon whether it has a slip cover or not. I know it shouldn't matter to, some people it doesn't matter. To me, it matters. So it's on here as a reminder that I want to get it. I may have to, if I want to guarantee a slip, I may have to go to eBay. I don't know. Or I can pull the trigger on this and chance returning it if it doesn't have it. Slumber Party Massacre 1 and 2, same deal. Tremors 2 Aftershocks, that limited edition is still available. I don't care whether it's the UK or the US edition, that sticker will pull off down there. I have the first one on Steelbook. I'm not paying that aftermarket price. You can also see here I'm looking for a third player. Actually, this would be my main player in my new living room setup that I'm trying to put together. That's the other side. Sometimes I have to hold off on these targets because it's like, I got to try to save some money to finish my setups of my. I'm trying to upgrade. Like I have the older Sony Bravia that I test a lot of stuff on, but it's still not an OLED EVO. So, and it's smaller. If you guys can see, you can see all these movies as I'm scrolling through here, things that I'm looking for that I don't have. These are on my Amazon wish list. So the main room that I'm talking to you guys in has a wall mounted QLED. I want to replace it with this OLED here, a 65-inch OLED. And it's the LG C2 series. And in my living room, which is a huge room, I'm going either 77 or 83. And I keep watching these prices come down, but there's still major purchases. So I put them in here so that I can always come back to them. Definitely looking for those because I think that is the best way to evaluate a lot of these 4Ks. Now, I've got Dolby Vision, I got the QLED, still has light bleed, it has blooming, all those kind of things that can kind of still not make the image as good as it can be. So I'm definitely looking to upgrade there. And that's why I say a lot of these screen grabs side by side, when people are comparing 4Ks, they are utterly useless. There are so many millions. Seriously. No, seriously. There's like dozens and dozens and dozens of factors between them putting it in to watch it and putting a screenshot out for you. At best, it can just be kind of a reference. Their TV's color settings, your monitor, their monitor, how they uploaded, how they compressed it, their cable, their pass-through system through their AV, their receiver, all kinds of stuff. How good their Blu-ray player is, how hot it was at the time can also mess up the color. So if they've been playing movies all day, it won't be as good as it was when they about 15 minutes after they first turned it on. So there's a lot of different factors, but you can kind of see, and I'll try to link this down here too. So these are like all things that I'm looking for, and this isn't even all of them. Like I think of, what is it? Is it, we can go back to Orbit. They have it too. See, like I haven't even had time to add everything. It's Dead and Buried. I think I mentioned to you guys before, because I have fallen in love with the atmosphere of that movie. And the problem is I had it ordered through Amazon. It got here. It was damaged. I sent it back. I'm not keeping that. It didn't have a slip. So like here, one great thing about Orbit is they will tell you, like, this is the 3-disc limited edition, and it has the B cover. So there's a couple different covers. So they will tell you if it has the slip with it, which is a very cool thing. So, it's, but Dead and Buried's one I haven't even had a chance to add. But you can also go to, like, I think Blue Underground has it directly. Diabolic has it. But you want to make sure that you're getting the slip. Because especially if I'm paying a premium for a movie, I want the slip with it. See here, I'm on Diabolic. Here's Dead and Buried. It's a less price. It's not the collector's edition. It doesn't have a slip. Same thing with Daughters of Darkness. It's another film that I'm looking for. I think this stuff with Blue Underground is harder to get. And here is another Dead and Buried. This is cover C. So they did at least 3 different covers for Dead and Buried. I'm not going to try to collect them all, but that is stuff that I am looking for. So, there's more things coming. I'm really looking forward to the next set of like Screen Factory's announcements, Vinegar Syndrome's announcements coming soon. There's really nothing out of that Criterion announcement that I'm needing to add to my collection right now. But man, you can go through on here and look at pre-orders, and I do this a lot on orbit, and you'll find stuff you never even knew you needed. You'll be like, oh crap, that was out. I didn't see that, or I didn't see that version of it. One thing that's out there that I think will sell out, that if you're interested in, you better get it, is this House of the Devil Blu-ray Collector's Edition here. I really think this is one that's going to sell out, and then when it's gone, it's gone. It's going to be the way of the Devil, Late Night with the Devil, and it's going to be the same way as with the Masters of the Universe. These sets that are $55, they're going to sell out because there's only like 1,500 or 2,000 of them. They're numbered, all that stuff. They're going to sell out. They're going to be gone. And if you want it, there's going to be some Yahoo on eBay selling it for $279 like there are with the Masters of the Universe sets. And so as bad as I want that set, I can never pay that for it. But the downside with this is ordering directly from Umbrella. If you want, you have to order from Umbrella if you want to get the sets like this. Shipping is $23 unless you spend $140. And so that is a bit of a downside. But, because if you just want this, that makes it $78 to buy this. So that's kind of starts to get cost prohibitive there too. As you can see though, here, I have it in my cart. I thought it was $100 shipping. So I was going to buy two. I was going to get one for me and one for Brian at the Last Movie Standing, let him pay me back. And then we just get that way the free shipping, and neither one of us have to pay shipping. But it's not, it's $140. So you have to buy something else as well. But I do think this is something that's going to sell out. But that's just a little bit of a look at some of my targets that are out there. Like I said, I got a lot of out of print targets, in print targets, from Screen Factory, from everybody out there, Vinegar Syndrome, everything. If you want to kind of know my tastes and what I'm looking for and what I think would be good things to focus on, whether they're out of print or in print, to help build your collection and kind of future-proof you against resellers gouging prices on stuff, because these studio releases, you're going to be able to buy these studio releases anytime. This House of the Devil release right here, when it's gone, and you're going to pay out the nose if you want it after the fact. That's going to be the same thing with like this Atomic Blonde. I think Diabolic might have 2 or 3 of these left. That's the only place I know that has any left. You can see there is only 2,000 of those. When they're gone, there are resellers out there right now that are sitting there waiting on these to go out of print so that they can sell them at a big premium on eBay. And that's what's going to happen with stuff like this, like Cheeky, or these new sets here with the Paramount Screams with Rosemary's Baby, Pet Sematary, the House of the Devil from Umbrella. That is all going to mark up like that, and the resellers are just waiting. They're just waiting on it to go out of print. Seven Samurai, if I buy it, like that was just released from Criterion or announced by Criterion, I would not buy that Criterion version. I would get this version for $35 from BFI. It's got Dolby Vision. It's got HDR. It's got a bunch of extras. It's got the beautiful box set packaging, the art cards, the posters, all that kind of stuff. If I get it, but it's not a rush to get for me right now. So that's the kind of stuff I'm looking at. It kind of will keep you on, because like I've learned the hard way. That's why I did the video about how FOMO can be good. I have learned the hard way that if you want something, you better keep up with it. You better keep a watch on it. You better buy it before it goes out of print if you can, and keep a running list. Like, it's okay to get sidetracked by other stuff that comes out that might excite you. Add that to your list. Get it right then if you can, but make sure you keep working on that list for your collection, your targets, Chase's targets. You'll see, you guys will see, I've been working on some merchandise. Chase's targets are going to play a lot into that. Some of the things I say here, because I'm a firm believer in, you keep a target list. You go after specific things first. Like, it's very easy to let Shape of Water slide. Even if you're a big Criterion collector, the sale's going to happen a couple times a year. They're going to have tons of copies. It's not going anywhere. There's another studio release. There is no reason to prioritize that over something like, this, where there's only a couple thousand of them, or House of the Devil, or Atomic Blonde that there's only a couple of thousand of, or, things like that are going to run out. The Arrow limited edition sets, those will run out and they will cost way more. So Target acquired. Check it off your list and move on. You can see my targets, the things that I'm still out there hunting like the Predator, hunting down Arnold. That is me. I am focused on that stuff, and I bring in new stuff into my target list. And I think that's a cool way and a good way to approach physical media. But you guys let me know what you're targeting. Let me know what you think of my lists down below. Go check it out. You find out a lot about somebody looking at all their targets, the movies that they're looking for. Let me know what you're looking for, what you're excited about, what you're holding your breath. Of course, I've got the Nightmare on Elm Street movie coming. We've all talked about a lot of that other stuff. So excited for a lot of things, excited for some new announcements coming up in the next couple of weeks. I want to know what you're excited about. And if you guys enjoyed this, of course, I got a lot more lists coming. We're turning the page to spooky season focused on September 1st. I got some other lists and review videos before we get there. But man, oh man, I have spent a lot of time. I have 48 videos planned that focus on spooky season, Halloween, lists, all that kind of stuff that will start September 1st. Lots of stuff coming out there. So if you enjoy all that kind of stuff, like, subscribe, ring that bell so that you don't miss any of it. Consider joining the channel, becoming a channel member here on YouTube or at Patreon. I just uploaded some cool short films, or the first of several that I did in 48-hour film competitions that won some competitions and things like that. Just some fun stuff. There's always new stuff added, and you guys can talk to me anytime. And until next time, this is Chase with AV Pop Culture saying, be kind, rewind like always. And I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye. I know.